I just shot 2 videos, I don't want to make another one. Hello again. Now, I don't know when this video is going to be up, but I want you all to be aware that I shot 3 videos in a row today. So if you see me wearing like the same stuff and the same makeup, it's because I shot 3 videos in a row. In this video, I'm going to be doing 30 cosplay questions. So I'm pretty much gonna... There was a cosplay questions thing online. I don't know who the original person of it is. I just searched it up on Google and it came up. So I'm just following that one. So without any further ado, let's get on with the video. Right, so the first question is, how long have you been cosplaying for? Now, I haven't been cosplaying for very long, for like a whole story that I'm not actually going to get into because it's too long and I've shot 2 videos today and I'm tired as shit. So, I started cosplaying 2 years ago, but maybe you could class it as more than that, I don't know. I used to kind of cosplay when I was little, like I would buy, not little, like 13 maybe. I would buy like, okay, Jason from Far Cry, for example. Far Cry was my favourite game when I was 13. So I made my mum buy me like clothes like his, like the blue shirt and the jeans and stuff. And I would just go around wearing the similar clothes as him. So I would wear like the similar clothes as characters. So technically it's not cosplaying, but in a sense it may be. I had my hair cut and dyed like Hayley Williams for like 3 years, so I don't know. I don't know what that counts as, but yeah. Technically I've been properly cosplaying for 2 years. I think I started in March in 2017. The second question is, have you ever gone on a cosplay hiatus? Don't know. I don't know what you count as a hiatus, because sometimes I won't cosplay for like a month. Like if there's not a con for a month, I might not cosplay, but I mainly cosplay for cons. And barely in my spare time because I don't have, like, I'm too lazy to actually get into cosplay because I'm really bad at makeup and it takes me like 3 hours to put makeup on, so sometimes I can't be bothered putting the dedication into cosplaying like that. But if I get a new cosplay, I'll probably end up cosplaying it before a con just to make sure I actually like it, because the last time I didn't do that, I went to a con absolutely hating who I was cosplaying and it was a horrible experience. Number 3 is, how do your friends and family react to cosplay? So most of my friends cosplay themselves, so obviously they're all fine with it. My mum was pretty Gucci with it. This side of my hair looks completely awful, I'm really sorry. This side looks really good, but I don't know why that side looks so bad. Please ignore him. But yeah, my mum's pretty Gucci with me cosplaying. I need to stop saying Gucci. But yeah, my mum's fine with me cosplaying. My gran, however, doesn't entirely know I cosplay. She thinks I've done it once and that's it, but it's kind of a full-on hobby now, but it's a long story, but we just don't tell her. The fourth question is my most frustrating cosplay. Now that would have to be Widowmaker, because 1, the wig was heavy as shit and it hurt my head, and trying to like not have it slip down, as much Kirby's as I tried to put in that wig, it would still keep falling, so that was a pain in the butt. Another thing about that cosplay was the face paint. I used like Snazaroo face paint and it just chipped and cracked and it was absolutely horrible, and it was frustrating because I kept having to go into the bathroom and like do it up. Question number 5 is, what is your most rewarding cosplay? Now that would have to be Toko from Danganronpa, because 1, I didn't really want to cosplay, I did want to cosplay her, but I didn't think I looked good in her, so I was kind of a bit iffy to go to the con. But when I got there, I made like 50 friends off the bat, and there was a giant Danganronpa meet which one of my friends held, and it was the best shit I've ever been to in my life, and it just made my entire year. It went from me not wanting to cosplay Toko to Toko being my absolutely favourite character to cosplay. Number 6 is, what is the material you like to work with? Now I don't really work with materials because I buy all my cosplays, but I'm currently working on like making my Dandy cosplay from American Horror Story, and I'm gluing stuff onto him. So I mean, I guess glue's my best thing to work with because I don't like sewing. I'm horrible at sewing, so I mainly just glue everything together because I can't sew to save my life and I don't have the patience for it. Number 7 is, what is the most educational mistake you've ever made? And that would be using Snazaroo paint, and I'm never working with Snazaroo paint again because it would just chips off your face every 3 seconds. I probably didn't set it right, it's probably my entire fault, but I'm not working with Snazaroo paint. Like maybe I'll work with Snazaroo paint if I'm not going to a con, but if I'm going to a con I'm never wearing it. Question number 8 is, what cosplay changes your appearance more drastically? And that would have to be either my Tom Riddle cosplay or my Widowmaker cosplay, because One, Widow has paint, so that, and I feel like I don't look like myself when I cosplay Tom Riddle, which is a good thing because I hate myself. I love my Tom Riddle cosplay, and to me it looks less like me than all my other cosplays. What percentage of your week is dedicated to cosplay? That's question number 9, and barely any. It depends. If there's a con, then most of my week, because I'll be focusing getting ready for that con and making sure everything's on point and all the wigs are styled. So if there's a con, a high percentage of my week is dedicated to cosplay, and if there's not a con, then like 1%. Question number 10 is your favourite aspect of the cosplay community, and I would have to say, like, everybody's really kind and really nice to people, and it's just a lot easier to talk to people when you're all in cosplay than if you were to talk to them outside of cosplay. I don't know, that's just how I feel, but I feel like it's really, really easy to talk to people in the cosplay community. If you could change one thing about the cosplay community, what would it be? That's question 11, and I wrote that down but I can't remember what it was. I don't think it's anything to do with the cosplay community itself, but like, if you're going to a con and you see some random citizens, they're just gonna like glare so hard at you and you're just like, hello. It's just really awkward, and I wish people wouldn't really glare at cosplayers when they're out and about. Like, I get like you look if like someone's cosplaying Widowmaker and their face is completely purple, or like if you're cosplaying Naruto and it's like, you know, like, but I don't know, I just find it really uncomfortable if you're like sitting on a bus or something and you're just like, hello. Like, if people were to just like look at you, it'd be fine, but like some people like in Scotland, they glare at you doing. Question number 12 is where do you buy all of your cosplays? And I'm a cheap bitch, so I buy everything from Wish or eBay or Amazon, or sometimes I get wigs from Ardra Wigs, but it's expensive, so I try not to buy any wigs from there. I think the only wig I have from there is my Kenny McCormick wig, because I wanted that cosplay to be on point, so I was a bit more, you know, I'm gonna cosplay Kenny a lot, so I was a bit more into buying like $100 wigs. So question number 13 is what do you like the most about entering cosplay competitions? And I don't as of right now, but as of next year I do plan to actually cosplay competitions and stuff. Next year or this year, depending when this video goes up. I shot this video in 2018, goes up in 2019. Hello. Question number 14 is what piece of advice would you give to beginner cosplayers? And that would be don't wear snazzy repaint to a con, because it will chip off and it will be awful. Question number 15 is do you prefer to cosplay alone or cosplay in groups? Now, I rather cosplay in groups just because it's a lot better if you have like a bunch of people cosplaying the same thing as you, and like you can make like little jokes to each other and you can just really be the character. I like cosplaying in groups a lot better. Number 16 is what cosplay skill is the easiest for you? And I am white as hell, hello. Anyway, I think painting would be, I don't know if that counts, but at the moment I'm painting my Clementine hat from The Walking Dead, so I also like painting like stuff onto t-shirts, like painting the design onto a shirt and stuff with fabric paint and all that. So I'd say painting is my best thing, because painting and gluing, I would say, because I don't sew. So number 17 is what cosplay skill is the most difficult for you? And sewing, obviously, because I can't sew. What cosplay skill do you most want to learn? And obviously sewing or using Worbla or foam and all that jazz. Oh, number 19. What is the best encouragement you've ever gotten from a cosplay? And I would say it's just like cosplay friends being like super nice and saying your cosplay's awesome even though you think you hate it. Number 20. Something you would change about one of your cosplays is question number 19. Number 20, so sorry. And that would definitely be buying male noise instead of female noise, because I really don't like the female noise and rather cosplay male noise, but I also don't want to like buy another one because female noise was expensive. Question number 21 is what type of characters do you usually cosplay the most? And I would definitely say I like problematic characters, or the villains, or just someone that like went through some shit or just, I don't know. I like villains and problematic characters, or like depressing characters. Yeah, that's probably my most cosplayed ones, so not all the time. I do cosplay like some pure angels. Question number 22, and I'm so sorry this keeps getting really bright. I keep looking down and looking back up and it gets so freaking bright. Bro, I look like a ghost. But yeah, question number 22, is there any characters you wouldn't really want to cosplay? And think that would like, obviously never want to cosplay from Fortnite, and probably would never be a furry because I'm not into that jazz, and I also don't want to burn at a con wearing all that fur. So plus furry's gonna give me the heebie-jeebies. Unless they squeak, then I'm all Gucci with them, but if they don't squeak, then I'm scared. Question number 23 is, if you had a chance to make a living out of cosplay, would you do it? And fuck yeah, bruh. Because it would be great to make a living out of something you're so passionate about, so of course I'd want to make a living out of cosplay. It would be amazing. Now question number 24 is, do you have any other talents that help you with cosplay? And no. Not very talented. I mean, all the crafting stuff, I'm not going to make a doll that I'm going to shove onto a cosplay, am I? So any talents? I would say like I'm alright at painting, and I'm alright at kind of drawing, so like stenciling and all that jazz is really easy for me, but I would say like no, I don't really have any extra skills apart from painting and stuff. So. Question number 25 is, what source do you use to learn cosplay information from? And obviously YouTube, because I use YouTube for anything information wise, because it's just, you got videos of people showing you what to do, so it's really easy. Sometimes I will use Instagram because there's a lot of cosplayers that post like how they do certain things, and maybe like I like how they do freckles, so I'll watch their tutorial on how to do a freckle, or I like the way they do eyeliner, so I'll watch a tutorial about how they do their eyeliner, or I like their makeup and I'll watch a video about how they do their makeup. Stuff like that. Question number 26 is, what is the most drastic change you've ever had to do for a cosplay? And I wouldn't say I had to do this, but when I cosplayed Widowmaker, I really wanted to lose a lot of weight because, I mean, I was wearing like a skin tight suit, so like I kind of didn't want to look a little chubby. I kind of wanted to lose a little bit of weight so I'd look kind of decent and not absolutely horrendous. The next one is, do you have a favourite era of cosplaying? Like favourite year? And not really. I am planning on cosplaying like a lot of 2000s Cartoon Network stuff, so maybe 2000 Cartoon Network is like my favourite era. I don't know, I don't really care when shit comes out, I just cosplay things. Number 28 is, have you ever injured yourself during a cosplay? And yes. My first year of cosplaying at my first con, I was Alois Trancy from Black Butler, and if you haven't seen his shoes, then oofed. I know a lot of Alois cosplayers don't wear his actual shoes for this exact reason I'm about to explain, but I think I almost twisted my ankle like a number of times, and by the end of the con my feet were literally on fire and I couldn't walk, and my friend had to carry me half of the way, so, and I literally had to walk in my socks for the rest of the day, which was wonderful. And I'm pretty sure it was, actually no, it wasn't raining, but the ground was really hot because I'm pretty sure it was really sunny and I was dying. So if you're gonna wear high heels, make sure to bring another pair of shoes just in case your feet actually start killing you at the end. Question number 29 is, do you have any other hobbies aside from cosplay? And technically yes, I make dolls, kind of. Give me a second. I make crappy-ish dolls. I've already showed this in one of the videos, but just in case you didn't see it, I make crappy ass dolls. This is some way from Killing Stalking, because if you don't know, hi, I'm Morgan and I'm obsessed with Killing Stalking. 30 is, what cosplay event would you recommend to someone or a beginner cosplayer? And I don't know why I pointed at you like beginner cosplayer. It would definitely be, if you're in Scotland, I would definitely recommend going to MCM because it's like the biggest con we have and it's pretty Gucci. I would also recommend, if you want to make more like friends in the cosplay community, to go to like cosplay meetups and stuff, because it's a really good way to like make friends and get to know more people. And also go to Decon because it's fucking amazing and I love it so fucking much. That's all I have for today's video. I'm kind of really excited now because now I get to go eat. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you feel like. And if you like my face and you want to see more videos like this, more cosplay videos, or just let's plays, whatever, make sure to subscribe because I don't post very often, but I post, so your feed won't be bombarded with me probably. It probably will never be anyway, but you know. So subscribe, like, dislike, whatever you want to do, and I will see you in the next video if you decide to join or not. Bye! Shall we have a wig peel? Shall we? I wanna be in the room where it, oh, kind of looks better now. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, he ugly as sheepage.